It was supposed to be a night of laughter, late-night banter, and harmless jokes, but what unfolded on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon quickly became one of the most talked-about television moments of the decade. James Corden, the British comedian known for his charisma and charm, had been invited as a guest to promote his new project, but from the moment he walked on stage, there was an unmistakable tension in the air. Fallon, all smiles as usual, greeted him with a hug, but those who knew the two hosts' long and complicated off-camera history could sense that something beneath the surface was brewing. "Man, it's been too long," Jimmy said with his signature laugh, but Corden's smile didn't quite reach his eyes. The audience clapped and cheered, oblivious to the subtle stiffness in the exchange. The two men sat down, the bright lights gleaming off the polished desk, and Fallon kicked off with his usual high-energy tone, but Corden's responses were sharper than expected, his humor edged with sarcasm. What began as playful teasing about each other's shows took a sharp turn into uncomfortable territory, as James made a biting remark about Jimmy's reputation for copying bits from other hosts. The laughter in the audience faltered. Fallon tried to brush it off, but Corden didn't stop there. His tone grew colder, his words more deliberate, and within minutes, what was meant to be a cheerful reunion had turned into a televised standoff between two men who'd clearly been waiting a long time to say what they really thought of each other. The crowd shifted uneasily in their seats, and the producers backstage knew they were watching a train wreck they couldn't look away from. As the tension in the studio grew thicker, the cheerful rhythm of The Tonight Show began to crumble under the weight of awkward silence and forced laughter. Jimmy, ever the professional, tried to steer things back to humor, flashing that famous grin that usually melted away discomfort. "Oh, come on, James," he said, chuckling nervously. "You know we all borrow a little inspiration now and then. It's late-night TV, it's supposed to be fun." But Corden didn't laugh. He leaned forward slightly, his eyes narrowing just enough for the audience to sense that this wasn't part of a rehearsed bit. "Inspiration's one thing, mate," he said coolly, his British accent slicing through the air. "Lifting entire sketches and calling them original, that's another story, isn't it?" The audience let out a collective gasp. Fallon froze, his smile faltering for the first time. The cameras kept rolling, capturing every twitch of tension between the two hosts. Jimmy tried to deflect again, joking, "Hey, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, right?" But Corden wasn't playing along. "Sure," he replied sharply. "Unless you're the one being imitated." The crowd didn't know whether to laugh or stay silent. Fallon shifted uncomfortably in his seat, glancing toward the crew as if asking for rescue, but the producers, sensing TV gold, didn't dare cut to commercial. "James," Fallon began, his tone turning serious now, "we've known each other for years, what's really going on here?" Corden exhaled slowly, leaning back. "What's going on," he said, "is that people think this industry's one big family. But sometimes, the people smiling at you are the same ones pulling strings behind your back." The words landed heavy. Fallon's grin was gone now. "You're saying I did that to you?" he asked quietly. Corden looked him dead in the eye. "You tell me." The crowd murmured, the tension electric. For once, Jimmy Fallon, the king of laughter, didn't have a punchline ready. The red light above the camera blinked silently, broadcasting every unspoken truth to millions watching at home.